Houston Zoo relies on teamwork, from keepers to support staff to volunteers. But the animals also get in on the action. When orangutan Kelly was unable to care for her baby Aurora, Cheyenne lent a big fuzzy orange hand.
Since December 29th of last year, they have been together as a mother and surrogate daughter, adoptive daughter. And it has been so gratifying to see them together and see them develop this beautiful relationship that they have. We knew throughout the introduction process that Cheyenne was very interested in the baby and she wanted the baby. And of course we had to get the baby to the place where she was as anxious to be with Cheyenne. That was our challenge. We actually started on December 28th with the full introduction. We used a very small opening in the door that only the baby could fit through to go to Cheyenne if she wanted to. That's called a creep door. And what happened was Cheyenne stuck her great big huge arm through the creep door and the baby was fascinated with touching her. And of course they had touched through mesh before, but never the whole arm. And for about the next hour or two, I want to say, that's how they interacted, was just with Cheyenne's arm. And when the baby chose to move away, we stopped it. And then the next day, we did the creep door again, and instead Cheyenne took a different tack. She moved away from the introduction door and just patiently waited. And the baby came through, Cheyenne picked her up, carried her off, and that was the beginning of their togetherness. And since they have been together that first day, they have been inseparable, which is what we'd see with a mother and baby in the wild or in the zoo that was born to her biological mother. So we're seeing very natural behavior from both of them. Just in the last day or so, we've been seeing the infant, who is almost a year old now, start to move away from mom a little bit more. And again, that's normal. At about a year, you would start to see that. But baby is much more confident. And we just saw her go about 20 or so feet from Cheyenne, which is something that we haven't seen before. Of course, when she came back, there was a big enveloping hug when they came back together again. So even those tiny separations are tough on mama. They do share food. Sometimes, let's say, they'll get some peas, and Cheyenne will be picking up peas with her big old fat fingers, and the baby will be picking up peas with her mouth and her tongue. So yeah, they share everything. They have a completely normal mother-daughter bond. And really, if I had just walked up not knowing these two so well, I would say there's a biological mother and her baby.
As Aurora grows, her relationship with Cheyenne will change, but her foster mom will still have lots to teach her.
Well, we'll see a lot more independence on Aurora's part. We'll see her move gradually further and further away. We'll see her get more arboreal and be on the ropes more. And when that happens, probably you'll see Cheyenne go up on the ropes more too and join her. Because she likes to follow her babies around when they start getting too adventurous. She likes to be in charge. She's a good mama, but she's a careful mama. She wants to watch those kids very closely. So you'll see that. You'll also perhaps see some nest building behavior. Aurora is sleeping in Cheyenne's sleeping tub with her every single night, and that is something Chey has not done with her other babies. They've always had a nest right next to her, but this baby she has in the nest with her. So probably this baby will learn nest building skills a lot sooner than the other babies did. And that'll be wonderful to see on exhibit. They use hay and straw here at the zoo and branches. This is such a wonderful opportunity for our keepers and our volunteers to see come to fruition what we worked so hard on. These people that literally gave their lives over for 10 months to volunteer for this project, and the keepers who worked so hard and put so much heart into it. This is the fun part. This is the gratifying part that we all are enjoying. It's hard to tear yourself away.
For the latest on Aurora and Cheyenne, and to learn how you can help support the zoo's mission, visit their website at www.houstonzoo.org. For Animal Magnetism, I'm Stacee Hawkins.